in a state of humility. I want to I was just reading some things that I've told you many times. You are not one another's judge, and you should remind yourself of that. You understand? Over here in the book of Romans, in the 14th chapter, well, let's start in the 13th chapter. And I'm not going to do a long preaching, but I did want to share this with you because you know, as I always, before it's, if I'm going to give you a lesson from the scriptures, I generally don't know what that lesson is until I get up here. Other things, sometimes I have in my mind that I want to say and remind you to say, and then you will notice when you remind me, I don't say nothing about what you reminded me about. It's not that I ignored you or whatever, but it's I have to say what's given to me to say, and sometimes something else is more important, obviously. In the Holy Quran, in chapter 97, it says, "In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, surely," as is written, "without doubt, we revealed it on the night of majesty." It's just like each one of us. We wasn't formed in the day, we was formed in the night, in the dark, and we was brought out to the light. So we revealed it, just like eventually it is revealed that a woman is pregnant, and the baby is inside in the dark, and everyone is waiting to see what the baby looks like. Is that right? Okay. We revealed its presence on the night of majesty. And what will make you comprehend what the night of majesty is? The night of majesty is a time period longer than 1,000 months. I said it like that to help you understand. It's a period of time longer than 1,000 months. 6,000 years has more than 1,000 months in it. And the angels and the spirit, the messengers and the word came down to you. We have sent down to you clothing to cover your shame. The angels and the spirit descend, came down in it during that 6,000 year period of time by the permission of their Lord for every affair. Where people thought that everything was happening by coincidence, it was not. And to all things that's written, there's a time and a season for it. It's like many people didn't even realize. It's just like when it may take a script writer a month, 2 months, 6 months to sit down and write out a script. And then it is rehearsed over and over until one day what took him 6 months to write out is acted out in an hour and a half. When our slavery started, this scriptures began to be acted out. You're in the part now where Babylon is fallen, and a voice from heaven is saying to you, come out of her. Whether you believe me or not, it's really irrelevant now. To those that believe, it is to their benefit. To those that disbelieve, they condemned already. You wasn't already condemned, you wouldn't have needed a savior. Because they have not believed in the word of God. The name of the only begotten Son of God. Yeah. So that's written. So over here in Romans, the 13th chapter, pardon me, I didn't finish this one. Peace. Meaning, let your mind be at peace. The night of majesty will last until the rising of the morning. Unto you that fear my name shall the Son of righteousness arise with healing. That's just another word for salvation. If the doctor can't save you, If he healed you, he saved you. It says in the 13th chapter and 11th verse. You should already be at Romans. Well, y'all turning pages. Anyway, it says, and that knowing the time, knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep. Our friend Lazarus sleepeth. Come, let us go and awake him. Yes. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. The night is far spent. The night of majesty is far spent. Says the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness. Come out of her, my people, that you be not part of wicked works. And let us put on the armor of light. What are these? He opened up his little robe. Ignorance and want. And the worst is ignorance. I would that you be not ignorant. My people perish for the lack of knowledge. Because you reject knowledge, I won't have no choice but to reject you. So it says, let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. That's what actually protects you from dangerous things, is an enlightened mind of how to deal with those things. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying. You know how people get in little secret chambers and start planning stuff. Don't do that. I'm laying out the plan for us, and it ain't no secret. I don't have to make a plan in no secret. Everything that I've got you doing, I can show openly. And if I don't show it openly, it's not because it's wrong. It's because I know how stupid you are to try to condemn that which you have no knowledge of. But put ye on the Lord and his Christ. And make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. Seek first God's kingdom and his righteousness, and don't worry about how you gonna make it. That's not your worry. That's my worry. You know, I'm poor, yet I'm rich. Poor so I could know what you need. and experience it. Rich, because everything belongs to me. And I can give it to whoever I want to. Has it occurred to you that I talk to the same people that these people with plenty of money talk to? And they show me just as much respect? I have one of your children call them for me. And they show him respect. You better wake up before you sleep forever. Him that is weak in the faith, receive ye, but not to doubtful disputations. Call yourself passing judgment on somebody because they ain't quite strong as you. That's not your place. They're not your followers. Do you not see the same sun that nourished the oak tree nourishes the grass? If I'm fussing at one, I'm fussing at them to make them better, not to condemn them. I'm not here to condemn you. For one believeth that he may eat all things. Another, who is weak, eateth herbs. Let not him that eateth despise him that eateth not. And let not him which eateth not judge him that eateth. For God hath received him. Anybody that's in the body belong to me. You understand? Every branch in me that beareth not the fruits of the Spirit of righteousness, that don't eventually start carrying into practice what I'm teaching, you don't have to worry about it. My Father will take them away. You can't sit up in here and listen to me and don't eventually change. You soon will say, I'm getting tired of this. I can't take this no more or something. And I told you what that means. I mean, you can't fake this no more. Take what? I ain't doing nothing to you but trying to get you to straighten yourself up. And you hanging out here saying you want to. You obviously following me because you want to be a Muslim. Well then, Muslim mean one who submits. Take what? I ain't did nothing to you. I took things from you that was harming you and gave you good things. Anyway, it says, let not him that eateth despise him that eateth not, and let not him which eateth not judge him that eateth, for God hath received him. Who art thou that judgest another man's servant? To his own master he standeth or falleth. Yeah, he shall be holden up, for God is able to make him stand. One man esteemeth one day above another, another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. You know, I was basically telling you that last night. You can't believe for nobody but you. When you see, for instance, you saw some of the messengers of God lost loved ones because they disbelieved. He didn't sit down and go to pieces. He kept on doing what God said. Do you understand? You keep on doing what Allah say, regardless to how many fall at your side. You understand me? Every tub must stand on its own bottom. The messenger said when he saw the destruction, it made him shudder with fear. So keep up prayer. You can't pray a more uh, important prayer than that prayer for guidance and keeping you in your right mind. That is, when the mind go, poor horse, his rider rode him over a cliff. He trusted his rider and his rider. A horse will jump over a cliff if he got the right rider on him. He's a noble creature. The body is like that. The body will let you kill it. Yes, it will. It's called suicide. So keep up prayer. Let the mind that's in Christ and not the mind that was in the murderer be in you. You don't have to worry about whether or not, as thou hast done, so shall it be done unto you. If the one who's saying that authority over the minds that he's saying it to. He said, let every man have done in his body according to what? That which he has done. That's right. Okay. Take Allah's word seriously. It ain't no joke. The only reason it appeared to be to the world was because it wasn't time for it to be fulfilled. But since our slavery started, the fulfillment of the book started. You're in the day of judgment now. Okay. Let's stand and have prayer. Hut chant. Hut. Original salute. Ready front. Prayer position. Allah is the greatest. Allah is the greatest. Allah is the greatest. Allah is the greatest. And I bear witness
that I know of none who deserves to be served or worshipped beside thee. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, all holy praise is due and be to thee, O Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful Master of the Day of Requital. Thee do we serve and thee do we beseech for help. O Allah, please continue to guide us and keep us on the right path and way, the straight path and way of thee and those upon whom thou hast bestowed thy favors, not the crooked paths and ways of Satan and those upon whom thy wrath is or will be brought down, nor the foolish paths and ways of those who go astray or who are led astray, even after they've heard and been given the true understanding of thy holy word and teachings. Truly, I have again turned myself to thee, O Allah, striving to be totally upright, to thee who originated the heavens and the earth, and I am not of the polytheists. Truly, my sacrifices, my life, and my death are all for thee, O Allah, the Lord of the worlds. No associate hast thou in this am I commanded, and I am of those who submit. O Allah, thou art the King. I know of no God but thee. Thou art my Lord, and I am thy servant. I've been greatly unjust to myself, and I confess my faults and weaknesses. So please grant me and my true followers and family continuous protection against all of our faults and weaknesses. For none grants protection against faults and weaknesses but thee. And guide us to and instill within us the best of moral character and thought. For none can guide us to and instill within us the best of moral character and thoughts but thee. And turn us away from and remove from us the evil and indecent moral character and thoughts. For none can turn us away from and remove from us the evil and indecent moral character and thoughts but thee. And O Allah, please guide me among those whom thou hast and wilt guide aright, and preserve us among those whom thou hast and wilt preserve, and perfect and befriend us among those whom thou hast and wilt befriend, and bless us in whatsoever thou dost grant to us, and deliver us from the evils of what thou hast judged. For surely thou judgest, and there's none that can judge against thee. And surely he whom thou befriendest is not disgraced. And O Allah, please keep us in our right minds at all times, and let us not be or turn hypocrites or cowards, and remove from us the evil state of mind and thoughts of devils, and place within us the righteous state of mind and thoughts that are in accord with thy righteousness and truth and uprightness. And save us from the hell that thou hast promised the devils and their followers, and grant that we live to see the hereafter and live therein with thee. Ameen. Attent, hut. Original salute. Ready front. You may be seated. So I want to say to you all that we have to remain steadfast and faithful
And the reason that each of us is reminded that we only can believe for ourselves is to make us realize that it is only Allah who can help us to stand. When you start looking at someone else and call yourself getting your strength from them, what happens when they fall down? You fall too. But if you are standing because you trust in the truth and you believe in the truth that has come to you, it don't make no difference how many people come and try to push you over. The truth stands alone, and so does anyone who believes in the truth. But the truth is what's got to be knocked over before you can be knocked over. And that ain't gonna happen. Do you understand? The truth is the irresistible force, and the believer in the truth is the immovable object. Haven't you noticed when you know you done told somebody the truth, you don't care how they react? And no matter what they roar and go on and say, it don't make you no difference. Because when they get through, you say, that's still the truth that I told you. Now you do with it what you want. Right? Yeah, that's that. So all praises due to Allah. So we are not going to hold you. I'm going to let you go on and get into your routines. And I look forward to maybe going a little deeper into these things tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know. Just depends on what comes up. You know, we do anyone have something they need to ask me before we?
God bless you, son of man.
May Allah bless you also, sister.
Now, what I wanted to ask you, I wanted to ask you something concerning Black people. Because, you know, like some people be saying, you know, they say the color of it, like if you have on black pants, they say black. You know, so I said, well, I guess the people way back there was that color. Were they? Were they real black?
The reason we are called black people is not because we say black is a color. Black is not actually a color. Black is that from which all colors came. And,
okay.
we don't. We are black people, not because we are literally what you call blackest tar, darkest tar. We are the black.
Like
Be quiet and I will answer your question, sister. We are black, meaning that we are the origin of all people. Just like the universe. The universe, we say, was because of the nature of our eyes. And it's very important that you know that. It's because of the nature of our eyes, we say the universe started off and it was dark. was black. There was no light as we know light. There never been actually darkness is something we created. You see? Because in order for the universe to have been dark, literally, there would have had to be no matter, no place. And there has never been a time when there was no matter in the universe. Space is created. And darkness is a created thing by the nature of the eye that we have, you know. And so, but the black man is the origin of all human beings. And consequently, when we know we are the origin, then all those other colors came out of us. And you don't hear them trying to argue that. But we ain't calling ourselves black. You notice you call a black man, even if they Master Farad Muhammad, he's a black man. His skin is not what we was referring to. You know, his father was a black man. That makes him the black man also. If the father determines the gene, the father determines the nature. That's why when Jesus said, "You're of your father, the devil," the mind of a person determines their nature, the nature of their deeds and actions. Do you understand? You have to understand many. That just because say something means one thing, it does not always mean the same thing. One word has many meanings, has many connections, the least of which black being a color. That's one of the least meanings of that word. You see? So, but anyway, we
don't mean white like a paper.
white is the absence of color. So
White is what?
Is the absence of color.
Oh.
Yes.
You know, the information won't let me call the 601 number no more.
Well, you get you another phone. Get you another carrier. Get you somebody who's not trying to take your money.
Somebody in Mississippi.
What?
Somebody in Mississippi stopped me from calling that 601 number.
What you mean somebody in Mississippi stopped you from calling them?
Michigan that did it. It was somebody in.
Well, stop trying to call that person. But you need to stop. They don't want you calling them if they put a block on your number.
Right.
So.
You can't call that 601 number because they put a block on.
What 601 number?
Your number. Area code 601. I can't call. The area code is you. Like if I need to ask you something or.
No, that didn't come from. I couldn't do that if I wanted to. You can block people. You can block a person's number, but you can call other people's number in that same area code. So you know that.
It was a lady in Mississippi did it because it wasn't the AT&T in Michigan.
Well, like I said, get you a cell
phone.
Get you a number get you a phone a carrier that's not lying to you.
But I like AT&T.
Well, AT&T will let you call our number here, so that is not.
Well, I don't know what happened. Somebody blocked me from doing that.
Well, yeah, be glad you can sit in on the classes.
Yeah, because I'm scared to call now because they might stop you from calling other lounges
Mm.
and see.
Well, okay, this ain't gonna turn into no let's shoot the breeze now. Hey, we're not gonna shoot the breeze. People got to go.
Well, what's a
You know?
Mongolo dog?
A what?
A Mongolo dog.
I've never heard of a Mongolo doll.
I haven't either, but
Okay, well then don't ask me what something is. If you never heard of it, what are you asking me about it for?
I was looking at the Green Mile and they said something about a dog.
Well, look, that's neither here nor there. If you haven't heard me teach on it, it's not important. So,
All right.
all right. Did anyone else have anything they needed? Wa alaikum assalam.
I think what she's talking about is they're calling these calls conference calls. If you have a regular phone, long distance as well,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be like that. You have to pay for a conference call. That's the extra $5, AT&T. It didn't be like that. I couldn't get those 2 times, and they said it's a conference call. And
Well, they listening in and they don't want y'all to hear me. That's just something they making
you
up.
gotta pay extra $5.
And, you know, they gonna be paying. Well, I promise you that every time they pull something like that, they gonna be paying plenty money with stuff that's happened in their country and in their world.
Thank you.
They ought to stay out of my way. What shall the Lord of the vineyard do when he comes? Do you not see that one calamity is happening after another? I'm not going to beg them for nothing. I don't have to beg nobody to do nothing. The messenger already told me all I needed to know. He said, the forces of nature have been ordered to fight on the side of the Mahdi. So every time I've even, you know, just like when I was on my way to the bank the other day and it was storming and looking like it was going to blow everything away. I asked Allah to let it get on out of here, and it got out of here. And when I got to the bank, the one of the ladies come out the back, white lady. Is it over out there? I say, yeah, it's over for now. And she went on back. The rest ain't paid no attention. Yeah, okay. Keep on. Keep on. You gonna see after a while. As the messenger said, he said, you don't have to believe it. Just stick around. Just stick around. You believe for it's over with. Just hope you be believing on the inside. So, wa alaikum salam, Sister Lucille. I was looking at a lot of things. Just like you notice, I told them, and now it's coming to pass. Every time they try to make the black man that's the president look like he ain't done nothing, everything falls into the facts say just the opposite. But now they don't want to give him credit for nothing. That whatever coming up now is just happening. Got nothing to do with him, huh? That's all right. They're gonna be paid. And you're gonna watch it. And before it's over with, they're gonna bow before me. Yeah. Allah said that. So I will make them that are of the synagogue of Satan come and bow before you. That's what he said. So you see, they don't say nothing to me, no matter what I say about them. You better take a lesson. If the devil's scared, what's bravery? You scared of him. I don't want to see you be destroyed, but destruction is coming. I ain't gonna read it to you now because you got plenty. Everybody got things they got to go do. So I'm gonna let you go and do those things. But it's written in these books that you didn't even know was in there. I'm gonna show them to you. All right. Yeah. You'll be like that song. Is it radios blasting? Someone's knocking on the door. It says, "Please, I don't want to see no more. Mama told me not to come." Remember that song? Yeah. Yeah. Told me that ain't the way to have fun. And no, don't go in there. Huh? Yeah. So they some of them songs is deeper than they sound, man. Yeah. Sometime I let you hear it, and we didn't pay no attention. Even the one that Lion Sleeps Tonight. That Sphinx. They know what that Sphinx represents. The lion of the tribe of Judah. All of it's in the book. We are the people of the book. That's right. We made the Bible and we make the Holy Quran. That's right. You see us standing up here explaining it. Well, they've been guessing at it. I'm not guessing. Well, then, be thankful. As the book said, be thankful unto him and bless his name. For the Lord is good, and his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endureth to all generations. I think when you eat something, it's yours. All right. Okay. May Allah's be unto you all. May Allah's. Salam alaikum.